What's up, Aries? This is going to be your bi-weekly love check-in. This is for my Aries, Sun, Moon, Rising and Venus, and for the cross watchers. If you guys enjoyed this video, please do give me a like, throw me a comment, share. It does help out my channel. If you are new here, I put these out every 2 weeks, so you can hit the subscribe button and the bell if you want to keep up with me as I do. I offer personal sessions. In my sessions, guys, I combine tarot and channeling with the universal law of assumption and manifesting. So if that is something that you want, book in with me. The details are in the description box of the video. If you want a more traditional tarot reader or a psychic, I have put links to my affiliates in the description box too. Mystic Sense will give you your first 5 minutes reading free, and Spiritual Blossom will give you a bonus $10 when you deposit 20. So you can check them out if you want to. If you want to follow me on TikTok or Instagram, I put the links to those there as well. Now, Aries, we're going to do the person on your mind. How do they feel about you? How do you feel about them? A projected potential outcome. And so why do I say that? Because all potentials exist. Universal law of assumption. Creation is finished. Everything exists all at once. My tarot readings are check-in points into one version of you, your specific person, and the connection that you, Aries, have selected and are manifesting out of the infinite that are available right now in this very given moment. Everyone is you pushed out. Circumstances do not matter. You can have any version of anyone or anyone that you like. If you would like to manifest this differently, it just requires a shift in your state of consciousness, the version of Aries that you're being, and a reselection through your dominant thoughts and assumptions pushed out. Okay, circumstances do not matter, time doesn't matter, none of it matters, okay? All right, Aries, I have a whole playlist on manifesting. You can check it out. You can go online and do your own research. And I also like to give tips as I read. Okay, Aries, so we've got Knight of Pentacles in the reverse. Seems to be like there's been a bit of a stop in movement. It could be someone that you've been connected to for a long time, or it's felt very slow. But then there's a King of Cups, Aries. So some of you are dealing with a water sign, or water is significant. There is love, but it seems to be that the effort has stopped. With that Knight of Pentacles in the reverse, also not irreversible, guys, because it's just in the moment. Okay, yeah, Death card, there's been a stop, but potential for transformation. So let's have a look. Ten of Swords, a bad ending of some kind. Okay, and then the High Priestess. Some of you are in silence with this person. Maybe something has stopped because there's an element of, there was a bit of an element of mystery, or things just it wasn't clear where things were going. And there seems to be pain here. So let's have a look a bit more. Ace of Wands, like there was passion, the passion has been withdrawn. And the Temperance card, could have known this person a while, or something caused a lot of impatience. Maybe this element of mystery and not really knowing where things were going. And then there might have been just like a stop in the recent perceived past, guys, and I'm going to keep re-emphasizing that even if it pisses people off, okay? Because why? Everything's in the moment. You can go from a block or a stop to a no to shifting into the reality where you have exactly what you want, all right? But there's pain here. It could, yeah, be in silence, or there's something to do with secrets or mystery, and I'm going to get more information on that. There's burdens here. The silence is also potentially weighing on the situation. So it's like something needs to, you know, get cleared, like Ten of Swords, pain. Some of you are dealing with a situation with someone that had a recent death outside of your connection, like an end of a relationship, or an end, like a death, not like, you know, I mean, maybe a family member or something, but I mean, we have Justice card right here. There's something about needing to also make something right with you, but Justice card could be an ending outside of your connection. If you're dealing with a situation that involves secrecy, guys, it could be that this is to do with marriage, divorce, or legal matters, and an air of mystery and things weighing on the situation, so there's been impatience. If you're dealing with a situation where there's conditions and circumstances like third parties or even legal matters or all of that, then Aries, it's like that's a manifestation. So we would just take our awareness off those conditions. They're not really relevant to the situation at all whatsoever. Seriously, guys. I'll get to you in a moment. But like the Justice card is also wanting to make something right. So there might be just this kind of feeling of pain between the two of you because of the World card, unfinished business outside of the connection. And maybe there was a lot of round and it caused impatience, Aries. Again, this could be So for some of you, it's not about marriage or divorce. It could be distance, travel, immigration, something like that. But then there's frustration or impatience or something to do with the timing not being right. Guys, if you're on the divine timing track, you can fuck that in a bucket as well, because we can shift that in a moment. It's a perception. Let's look at this 10 of Wands and see. If there's pain between the two of you, the Justice card would be about balancing out the pain. Sorry, that's too many. We've got Libra energy, Pisces energy, Sagittarius energy, Scorpio energy. We've got Queen of Pentacles, Seven of Cups. Confusion and mixed feelings and impatience about actually committing to the situations. Questions potentially, mixed energy. Are there other cups around? A small portion of you. If you know it, you know it. Otherwise, don't take it. It's not your story. There was an inability to commit because there's secrets involved here, and there's a third-party commitment that needs to be closed off, unfinished business. Now, Aries, if that's your camp, fucking manifest it away. You've manifested a third-party situation. If you want it, guys, you just take your awareness of third party and you think from the end. As Aries, first of all, God of your reality, self-concept. I am that I am. I'm the version of Aries that has the person. I am chosen. I am the only one. I am more than enough, because we often manifest with our self-concept third parties or competition because we think we're not enough. If there's anything in the way between you and your situation and you want it, guys, all you need to do is live in the end and be like, no, I always get what I want. The person I want absolutely wants me. There's pain here. And it's something to do with mixed signals, confusion and impatience around that, unfinished business or whatever. Burdens, let's see, and an air of mystery. Three of Pentacles, okay, some of you are connected through the same network or career or work. Otherwise, this would be like there's, you know, burdens about getting on the same page, because there's confusion and mixed stuff going on here, mystery, secrecy potentially, and then that has caused, you know, maybe a stop in the recent perceived past. They have some regrets about that, or there's regrets between the two of you. They want to get past that. I mean, Aries, let's get to your side of the street, because honestly, if this is for those of you that want it, if it is your reading, just fuck it all in a bucket and then focus on what you do want. But yes, and guys, if you want to shift out of any, like, you know, unwanted loops or cycles, world card round and round, or learn how to shift things in a moment, manifest your specific person, or love or anything, I put a free guide in the link to, a free guide that is linked in the description box of the video. So that's going to get you back into your God power, get out of unwanted loops, get your self-concept sky high, and get you well on the way to getting what you want, okay? All right, Seven of Swords in the reverse, Aries. So there's something here about like mystery or secrets, and Seven of Swords in the reverse can be like a called out energy. So some of you, there's this feeling of like pain or betrayal between the two of you that needs to be made right because someone got called out for not being completely clear, honest. We've got Page of Swords, Aries. So maybe you feel like there's an observation energy. Page of Swords. Could be online, maybe you feel like this person watches you, or there's, you know, mutual observation. I mean, we've got Six of Cups. You have a history with this person. Six of Cups is like nostalgia and memories. Partly maybe you want to reconcile. You feel like King of Swords in the reverse is dishonesty or fickleness. So either this just was confusing. It looked like it was going one way and then didn't go the way that you wanted it to. Or King of Swords can be, if I'm going to be heavier, dishonest, okay? Or, yeah, fickle or dishonest. Page of Pentacles is in the reverse. So there's this like, the offer has not been made. You're thinking there's nostalgia, maybe wanting to reconcile, but you want them to make the offer. So Aries, then you need to not have your awareness on the fact that there is no offer. You cannot be in two states at once. So you can't be, if you want it, guys, the version of Aries that has the person and you're reconciled and everything's hunky-dory and you have a perfect relationship, and be the version of Aries that's waiting for someone to come in and make up with you, okay? It's that simple. That's how law of assumption works, okay? And consciousness. So what are you conscious of? You just need to be aware of being the version of Aries in the now. Again, guys, this is a check-in in the now. And the only way that things seem to just continue and continue is because you keep your awareness on conditions, circumstances, what they said, what they did, what you said, how it appeared. And it's just like you're stuck in one identity and one version of you and a version of them. Okay, so just fuck it all in a bucket, as I always say. Take your awareness off it and be the version of Aries right now and persist in that, assuming, no, we're better than ever. Or if you want them to come in and make an offer, they're blowing up my phone 24/7. They can't get enough of me. If you have an issue where you feel like you can't trust, or there's trust issues between the two of you, no, we've always been perfect and they're so loving, open and honest. We have the best communication. If commitment's an issue, no, they're so committed to me. Just pick what it is, Aries, because there's infinite potentials available, and you're just, as the observer, you're experiencing things through your observation, guys, okay? So anyone that's new that doesn't know what I mean, just go and look into it. We've got Four of Pentacles in reverse, jealousy issues, also insecurity, triggering an insecurity around maybe, you know, not really being chosen, choices and options, sense of mystery. I'm going to get the oracle cards to see what all this mystery and stuff is all about. And there's been a called out energy, but also, guys, again, we don't want to keep the details alive. We've got Five of Cups. You both have Five of Cups in the reverse, so you both mutually in this check-in, there's a wanting to get past some level of regret. Let me see what this King of Swords in the reverse is. There's a wound here around not really committing to the situation, and it's caused hurt feelings, Aries, Three of Swords. Now, Aries, the other thing I would invite you to do, because I want to give you the more spiritual aspect, given that everyone, like, what does Neville Goddard say? Like, don't blame the world or outside, you know, everyone is a teacher or showing you who you are or something like that, and no one to change but self. It's not a blame game if you feel like someone's hurt you, guys, but like, basically, you may have a wound when it comes to relationships, okay, where you feel like you're not chosen or people don't really commit or people are not upfront or honest with you. So generally, that's a self-concept pattern and an issue that, for those of you for whom that sounds about right, that is what we would need to take care of, because Five of Cups also has lots of spilt cups in the past. And you might have someone similar that has spilt cups in the past. And so there's a lot of confusion, round and round, not really committing to the situation. This person, you know, unfinished business with another person, but then the mirror to you feeling like you don't get chosen, well, that's what you've received, okay? So I'm just saying, guys, so look into self-concept. Generally, it's very important because people are you pushed out, they're your mirrors. And then if you want to get this exactly how you want it, I don't give a fuck about if there are third parties or legal issues or things that have happened before. If you do want it, guys, you only need to persist in the now with what you want, okay? Three of Swords, there's the Judgment card. Okay, there's one, Three of Swords, perhaps you're waiting for a sense of accountability. Now, guys, you can absolutely hold on to the version where shit's gone sideways and waiting for a person to come in and be accountable, but you are then staying anchored into all of these circumstances and conditions and shitty version of a person, and you could still manifest them to come in and apologize and say certain things, but then you're going to keep remanifesting a version you don't want. So I don't necessarily recommend that. I would say let it go, detach from that version. It's like you've broken up with old version of Aries and them, and then you're living in the now moment as you would prefer, and you're sending out new thoughts and assumptions. You're feeding them a new script. However, Judgment card is also, you want maybe a revival, Six of Cups. You want to get it back to how it was when you perceived it as good. There's also potentially, guys, Six of Cups, Three of Swords, pain in your past, generally. So there's a wound here. Judgment card is also awakening on a spiritual level. So, you know, it's like, I think it's a win-win to look at what has been reflected. And if you do want this person, or you just want to move forward and manifest, like, to not have the same pattern, look at what the story is, guys. And in the now moment, you don't need to heal your inner child and you're not fucked up. You just need to select version of Aries. with the perfect self-concept now. So check out the guide in my description box. It's going to help you to get out of all these cycles or repeated patterns. King of Cups is here. So partly you think that there is love here and you want to reconcile things, but then there's a sense of there's been non-commitment, hurt feelings. Either there's non-commitment because there's unfinished business outside of the connection, or complications when it comes to legal matters, money, career, because Ace of Pentacles can be that, and then confusion and mixed signals, and then wondering whether or not there are other parties around, Seven of Cups, and then impatience around that. And so, you know, you partly feel like there's love here, and then you partly doubt that, you can't trust it. And then, you know, there's a lot of insecurity being triggered here. So for those, if this resonates, that's shifting between states all the time. So you want to be dominantly in the state of Aries, of course. Anyone I love, they do love me. Love is easy. Love is always returned. Love is trustworthy. Love is safe. I always feel safe and secure. It's always been that way. You can do revision. And as far as this person, you would push that out as well. You would assume that that is expect exactly that's how they show up, because we have a Knight of Wands here. So passion and chemistry for sure. Some of you, this is a situation that involves secrecy and an affair. Don't take that if it's not your story. If that's the case and it's been non-committal and you want the commitment, guys, don't keep your awareness on third parties. No, it's not an affair. We are committed to each other. They're committed to me. There is no one else. We're together right now. Everything takes care of itself. Your divine intelligence, okay, your subconscious mind and your divine intelligence, unlimited, not by logic, conditions, circumstances, nothing. It's you that's shifted, and all the pieces move around to reflect you and your assumptions. So align with that. You have an assumption, yeah, if it's not about like a third party and an affair, you just see like that this is more like this person, you know, this was a lot of chemistry and fun, but non-committal, and there's hurt feelings and a wound connected to that, and you both have regrets somehow. Okay, now they are not robots, they're you pushed out, they have their own thoughts and feelings, but their thoughts and feelings shift with you. This is why you can have infinite different versions of people. They will reflect what you dominantly think and assume. So even if you're like, if you put conditions on why this person's not coming forward, like that, well, they must regret something, and then you have regrets and God knows what, you are just keeping it in your awareness and you're slowing down your manifestation. Just being real with you, okay? We've got Nine of Pentacles. So a lot of you are just focused on self. Some of you feel like this person was very self-focused, didn't want to commit to you. So for those of you where there was either issues to be for this person to be totally single and available, or this person only wanted to be single and available and didn't really want to commit. Maybe that was mutual and now you want to have it differently. Aries, you can have anything you want. I know I'm jumping around, but it's really because it's going to apply the same across the board, guys. And I want you to get what you want, really. That's it, okay? So let's get some information on what this person's feeling. Yeah, key on a ring. I mean, guys, can't make it up, you see. Many options, unconventional, and then they're strung along. There's pain here. So it's either that there was options because connected to someone else, so there's this feeling of pain and being strung along, or non-committal energy, options, choices, okay? Let's see. Healthy choices, self-love and self-care, being happier, love and life. I mean, some of you are dealing with a situation where, yes, this version of this person, there's a lot of like pain. And so that's also why they're like kind of, there might be this avoidance and like trying to focus on self and trying to heal and divine timing and unhealed shit. Well, Aries, if that's your assumption about the person, that's also what you're going to hold them dominantly as. Just focus on your own, being the version of you that's secure, healthy, whatever, and no, they're not avoidant, or no, they don't need to heal. We're perfect right now. Partying, time with friends, having fun, happily single, living in the moment. Someone could be single, the other one could be tied up with someone else, or that was the case when you came together and now both single. I don't know. I mean, guys, see how the cards come out. It's like something to do with confusion and mixed feelings, non-committal energy, possibly pain connected to. a marriage, divorce, or a commitment, or third party energies and trying to just be happy. I mean, then we have the engagement ring, higher commitment, completion. So Aries, you might be dealing with a situation with someone that is or was closing out something else and then just was self-focused, because we have sword and rose, clarity and truth, revelations, honor and protection, determination, and then we have camera, reminiscing, making memories, learn from the past, perception, 5 of cups, 5 of cups. Okay, so I mean, what do they really want right now? Okay, coffin, new beginnings, reborn and transition after tragic endings. Okay, Aries, and then we do have faith, love is coming. All right, Aries, if it's mixed, it's because you're mixed. Sorry, guys, I'm not playing the blame game. So, and I'm not going to address any comments anymore in the videos that are like giving me hell about this. This is law of assumption, so any coach is going to tell you the same thing. If it's mixed, you're going between states. So I've given you enough advice. If you want this to go from non-commitment to the engagement ring commitment and have this new beginning consistently, and you don't want to have it like confusing, then you just need to decide, make the decision knowing that you're the one that makes all the decisions. You get to choose your experience. If this is a situation that involves, you know, the closing out of something else outside of your connection and you're aware of that, well, it seems like maybe that's being done already. But if you feel like that's taking time, you just need to go to your end. Okay? They still want a new beginning. They miss you. You both have stuff from the past you're trying to like let go of in connection to one another. I would just let it go and focus in the now on what you want. All right, Aries, I mean, sorry if I jumped around. I mean, I hope that that resonated for some of you. I, in essence, hope that it like helped some of you, just the guidance on how to move forward. And I'm sending you guys so much love, and I will check in with you in 2 weeks' time.